Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Small Talk. I am going to record this video because I came across something recently on TikTok. One of my son's friends sent him TikTok videos which are made by this young man who is making videos about Islam. Obviously, their TikTok videos, they have to be very small, I think less than 3 minutes or something. And then he just wants to make them clickbaity so people click on them, obviously, which he's a young boy, so all the teenagers are on TikTok all the time, so they watch those videos, and he uses religion as his niche, which is not a bad thing. But the problem with that is when you post those teeny tiny videos on the TikTok, and then you bring up a subject and you only give few points, kids are not going to go to your YouTube channel and search up the entire video, try to make sense of it. They are only going to take your words that they see in those videos, and this could really destroy the youth, and it could drive them away from the faith. So my son sent me a video yesterday, and the topic of the video was 5 things that you cannot do in Jannah. And it's actually his friend sent it to him, and he said, hey, yo, bro, look at this. You are Muslim and you think you're going to go to paradise, but you cannot even sleep in paradise. You can't poop in paradise. You can't pee in paradise. You don't get hungry in paradise. How are you going to survive in paradise? And of course, my son got very worried. He was like, oh my God, this is so scary. Why would anyone want to go to Jannah if you can't even sleep, eat, poop, pee, or, eat anything? And of course, he's young, he's a teenager, and he didn't see the whole video because that TikTok only has a small clip, which young kids are not going to go and search up your YouTube channel and then watch the entire video. And then lucky for me, I was in the car when he showed me this video, and I said to him, well, what this means is all these, Jannah is a very pure place. It's the best place ever. We eat because we feel hungry. We drink water because we feel thirsty. We have the urge to go to the bathroom because this is how our digestive system works in this world. But when we go to paradise, Allah has made everything perfect in paradise, so you will not get tired. You will not feel sleepy. You will not feel hungry. You will not feel the urge to go to the bathroom because everything is going to be just automatic. And then you eat just because you to get pleasure from the food, and you, if you want to lay down and relax, it's just because, not because you're tired and you need the rest, but it's because you just want to sit and enjoy the beauty of the paradise. Similarly, you don't get thirsty, but you drink whatever the drinks are available in Jannah just to enjoy them, not to quench your thirst. So it's the perfect place. And then he said, oh, phew, thank God. I thought I'm not going to Jannah because Jannah is such a terrible place. So guys, please be careful when you make those kind of videos. If you need to promote your channel, or if you need to become famous, maybe you should pick a different niche. That would be better for you, because when you associate the name of God or name of Allah with your videos and whatever you post on social media, there's a big responsibility upon your shoulders. And if you're not fulfilling the responsibility, instead you're doing the job opposite to what your responsibility is, you are going to be held responsible for that on the day of judgment. My son sent me another video last night about some guy with a beard, and of course it was also sent to him by his friend. So when he asked me all this question about Jannah, I told him, if you have any doubts about anything, you come ask me, ask your Bana, or we can go to the masjid and you can ask Brother Amro, he's our local imam at the masjid. I said, that's why you don't learn your deen, your religion, from TikTok, because all these things, they could really get you very confused. So the other thing that I have problem with lots of people in Muslim community, they associate everything with haram and halal. In Islam, there are not that many things that are haram. Allah has mentioned the haram things clearly in the Quran. The haram things are alcohol, lahm al-khanzir, which means the meat of pork, and running blood. Zina, which is premarital sex or extramarital affair, whatever you want to call it, adultery. Taking life of someone, committing shirk, associating partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, taking somebody else's property unlawfully, ruining somebody's dignity and respect, and there are three other things I don't remember. It's just those 10 things that are listed in the Quran which are haram. Everything else is, if you do them, wonderful. If you don't do it, there's no sin. There are lots of things that are the sunnah of the Prophet, which obviously we do those for the love of our Prophet. So if you follow the sunnah of the Prophet, you get extra reward, your ranks are higher, you become a better Muslim. But if you don't do it, you still pass the test as long as you stay away from those haram things. And the problem with lots of religious minded people is they call everything haram. For example, celebrating your birthday is haram. If you say Nike makes me run faster, my son actually came to me one day. He used to go to an Islamic school when we were in New York, and apparently his teacher was teaching, and he said, "Oh, if you say the Nike shoes make me run faster, you're committing a shirk, and that's haram." So my son came home and he said, "Well, wearing Nike shoes is haram." I said, "What?" He said, "My teacher said so." So be very careful when you put the label of haram on something, because you are going to drive your youth away from their deen. Not everything is haram in Islam. There is a fatwa and there is a taqwa. Fatwa is, this is the bare minimum. If you do this, you pass the test, you're good to go. Taqwa is, if you do furthermore, it will make you a better Muslim and you have a better chances of going to paradise and being closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So don't jump from being a non-practicing Muslim to directly taqwa. Bring them to fatwa first. Say, pray 5 times a day, don't drink alcohol, don't drink running blood, don't eat pork meat, don't commit zina, don't, things that are considered haram and that are told clearly in the Quran that they are haram. Bring the people to that first and then raise them to taqwa. Don't jump from non-practicing Muslims to suddenly become muttaqi and jump to taqwa. So the video that my son sent me last night, it said, um, he said, this guy says, shaving your beard is haram, sinful. And I said, no, sweethearts, shaving your beard is not sinful. Having a beard is a sunnah of the Prophet, because our Prophet, peace be upon him, had a beard. So people have beard for the love of the Prophet because they want to resemble the Prophet and they want to live like him. So of course you are going to get extra reward for this. But if you shave your beard, Allah will not punish you for shaving your beard. When you say it's sinful, that means you committed a sin and Allah will question you. God will question you for that sin and you will be punished accordingly. But shaving your beard is not sinful. It's a sunnah, it's not fard, it's not mandatory. Even if you don't have your beard, you're still a Muslim, alhamdulillah. And as long as you're doing all your other deeds the right way, you will not be punished for that. Of course, we all get forgiven with the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our deeds are nothing when it comes to, but that's a different topic to discuss. So please be very careful when you put the label of haram on everything. Not everything is haram in Islam. There are very few things that are haram in Islam. There are some gray areas which some scholars have different opinion, others have different opinion. But there are some things that we know all very well that they're not haram. So don't label them they're haram. By doing this, you're not bringing people closer to Islam. Instead, you're driving them away from Islam, because then the young children particularly will think that Islam is too strict, Islam has too many rules, and I'm just not going to follow our religion. So be very careful, because you're using the name of Allah to promote your channel, to get your followers, to get your viewers, to become famous, whatever your purpose may be. Or maybe you have very good intentions that you want to spread the deen. But that's why they say be very careful who you learn the religion from. It's a very sensitive matter. The problem is everybody is a preacher of Islam, and that's driving people away. That's the reason why so many Muslim kids are becoming atheist, and they don't want to have anything to do with Islam, because they think Islam is too harsh and too strict and has too many rules and we can't follow them. So might as well just leave the religion once and for all. So my request to everybody is be very careful. Don't give fatwa, but don't bring up taqwa, right? Taqwa is the next level. The fatwa is the bare minimum. So first bring people to do the bare minimum. We know lots of people don't even do the bare minimum. So for you to just directly jump on taqwa is not going to help at all. So bring people closer first, do fatwa, have them do the bare minimum, and then gradually maybe make your way up. And don't post those TikTok videos to Taqwa. YouTube is fine, because if someone's going to click on your video, if it's 10-15 minutes long video, that means they have already intended to watch your video. But TikTok is a medium for mostly young kids, and it's mostly teenager or young children watch those TikTok videos, and that's causing a lot of problem amongst the younger generation. So please be very careful and be mindful. I hope this video helps, and you don't get offended by this video. I know everybody has their reasons why they post what they post, but these are some of the things that I noticed, and I have made this channel. It's called Small Talk for a reason, that whatever issues that I come across, I obviously address those issues here. And this was one of the issues that came up in my household, and I wanted to address this. I hope this video helps. Please give my video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next video, Allah Hafiz.